every child is different.
Yeah.
You get? So even for twins.
Children actually learn in different ways.
Yeah.
Different children will pick up information in different ways.
They won't listen to you. Yeah. Especially my daughter. She will not even listen to you. To be as if you are speaking into here and then it's coming out from here.
Hey, Amina.
Hi, look who we have here.
Good to see you. What happened here?
Kids now, playing. Yeah, sure, thank you.
Crazy stuff, scattered everywhere.
No, it's not their way. Once they are playing like this, you can't disturb them. Plus, the good thing is, while they are playing, you know, they are also learning.
They are 5 and 6.
Yes, please have your seat.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hi guys, my name is Amina. With me here is
the noisy Niger pediatrician.
Welcome to Little Big Moments, brought to you by Cerelac Jr. Yeah, how are you now?
Not bad though, consistency members all the way.
Okay,
We're here because
of
them.
Sure. So today we'll be discussing the ABCs of child development, you know, how they get to learn their milestones and all of that.
Yes, I think that's very important.
So, you know, I have twins. I have a girl and a boy. They are 3 years old. Oh, sorry.
Imagine.
So I have twins, a girl and a boy. They are 3 years. And for a lot of parents, they like to think that, oh, okay, every child should attain a certain milestone when it gets a certain age. But I've come to realize, like from experience, that every child is different.
Yeah.
You get? So even for twins, even identical twins. Okay, mine are not identical, but still they are twins. So people expect that twins do the same thing the same time and all of that, you know, that sync, but it's not like that. I learned that the hard way.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you. I think people have very high expectations and, you know, sometimes unrealistic in terms of how soon a child should achieve certain milestones.
Yeah.
And it isn't always the case.
Yeah.
But I think it's still important to monitor those milestones so that if there's any kind of delay or there are any red flags, then help can be sought on time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So for me, my son is quite, should I say, the efiko, like people will say efiko.
Like you.
No, I think took after his dad. I not to sabi book like that. But so for him, yeah, he loves to learn. He's very focused when he's learning. But you see my daughter, you can't ask her to read 1, 2, 3 now and she will not even answer you. She'll be like, no. But when she's playing, you can just say, oh, hi, come. Yeah, will you read 1, 2, 3 for me? She'll say no, but leave her, just give her like 2 minutes. She'll come back and she'll start playing. She'll be reading. In fact, she can even read up to 20 and just while she's playing.
Very interesting.
But you can't just call her and say, oh yeah, time for assignments, come and do your assignment. She won't answer you.
And I think that's brilliant because the reality is that children actually learn in different ways.
Yeah.
Different children will pick up information in different ways. Some children are happy to sit and then read and then be taught, while others just want to acquire the information passively. And children learn right from the day they are born. They learn the sound of your voice, they learn the smell of your skin, they learn whose is, you know, so they're constantly learning. And I think one of the best ways in which they learn is actually through play.
Yeah, that's true. So when they started school at first, I was worried because, you know, they started, I think, at 2 years. And then when they got to school, they had like kids who had started like earlier than them, maybe like 1, 6 months and all of that. And I was worried that they were not going to meet up. But my son, he met up with the standard, like very fast, yeah. But my daughter was quite slow. But then according to what the school, like the teachers told me, they were like, oh, so every kid is different. So for some kids, they are hearers, some kids feelers, while some kids, they are seers. So like what you said the other time, some kids, they learn while they are seeing, like they see what you're doing, so they are learning. But for some kids, feel, so that's play. They like to touch stuff. Oh, they'll touch door. It's soft, red, do you understand? Stuff like that. And then for some kids, hearers, they pick up on what they hear. So I feel like parents need to understand that. Yeah, and it reduces the pressure on both them and the kids.
I totally agree. And I think we've got a few questions here. Would you like to take the first one?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so this says, how do you make learning fun for your child?
That's a very interesting question. Learning should always be fun, so you help us to answer that.
Okay, yeah, so for me, I would say that we would try to make learning fun and, you know, try to engage them is probably okay. So, for example, now when they get back from school, what I do is once they get into the house, they know to take off their shoes, their clothes, and everything. And then, in fact, as they are doing it, they are what's it called? There's a sync to it, so they know that okay. Once they take off their shoes, they're saying, "Oh, 2 shoes, 1, 2." They're learning. They take it inside. Okay, time for your bag. They pick it up. Oh, pink bag, blue bag. So Faiz has the blue bag. Fadila has the blue bag, the pink bag. So they know. So they are learning. As they are picking it up, they are learning. So I always tell them, whenever you pick up something, you tell me what color it is. You tell me. Do you understand? So that's how I try to make learning fun, because I realize that you cannot just tell them, oh, this is 1, 2, 3. I start counting.
Yes,
they won't listen to you. Especially my daughter. She will not even listen to you. To be as if you're speaking into here and then it's coming out from here. So we try to, everything they do, we're trying to, okay, this is, what is this? This is rice. Oh, this is rice. Yummy.
Very interesting.
What is this? This is banana. Oh, banana, yellow banana, even though most Nigerian bananas are not yellow. But they know that, okay, banana is yellow. What is this? Oh, this is apple, green. So in everything they do.
Yeah, like practical everyday things, to just help
Practical.
them acquire the information. And I think songs are a great way of actually also getting kids to learn. So whether you're putting the numbers into a song or the alphabets into a song, I think singing is one of the most effective ways of getting children to learn stuff, because it's fun, they can sing, they can dance. It helps them to memorize the information a bit more easily. And I think when it comes to learning, people try to just box learning into numbers and letters, but it's really so much more than that. As you said, remembering what rice is, what rice looks like, and what different types of food, fruits are. And I think these are ways in which learning can actually be more fun.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so let me see the next question. Okay, so why do kids mimic everything we do? This is a very interesting one. So kids actually learn, as I said, from even inside the womb, because by the time a child actually arrives in the world, they already know the sound of their mother's voice, because that's the sound that they've been hearing all throughout the 9 months, and that's the person that's been feeding them buns jollof and buns amala, all the while that they've been inside the womb. But so they begin to learn from a very early stage. And one of the easiest ways in which a child learns is by mimicry, by imitating. What some people say is that the reason why children don't like playing with their toys and sometimes seem to want to play with remote control and car key and your phone and dustbin cover is because they see you doing those things. And if you even go into the animal world and you see how mother lions or mother chimpanzees try to actually do things to make their children imitate them, it's so that they learn the skills that are required for the rest of their lives. And I think mimicry is one of the most effective ways of learning. I think it's something that children are just hardwired to do. So can you think of anything that you have done that your children imitate you?
Everything.
Everything,
if I'm being honest, everything. So there's this thing. So my son is exactly the carbon copy of his dad. Down to behavior, down to the way they act, the way they talk, what they like and what they don't like. So my husband likes to eat his food very fast. My son is like that too.
Interesting.
It's very fast. Yeah. And then for my daughter, I would say, okay, so there's this thing I do when I'm not happy. I just come and then I'm she does that too. She's sulky, so she wants to get your attention, but she's not doing it that okay, see me, but she's like so yeah, obviously you want to ask her what's going on. So I agree with you. They mimic everything that we do. And then there's this thing we do at home. So when you finish eating, you must take your place to the kitchen. So growing up, they got to learn that. So once they see that, oh, when they are done eating, mommy, all done, they stand up, take it to the kitchen, drop it, and then when they are coming back with broom and packer because they know the next thing to do is to sweep. So even if they can't sweep, they will bring it and give it to you because they know they see us do it all the time. So yes, they actually learn what they see.
So the reality is that mimicry actually is a way of indicating that a person is processing information properly, like intelligence, because they are seeing something and they have the ability to remember what that person was doing and to mimic it. And you know what, guys? Here is a fun fact. In Cerelac Junior, there is iron, and iron is an important micronutrient when it comes to memory, intelligence, and learning. So, that Cerelac Junior, I think, is what they should be eating.
Okay, so I think we have one more here. Let's see. Okay, so this says what are some red flags for learning delays?
So red flags for learning delays will depend on the age of the child.
Okay.
So for instance, one of the most important milestones when it comes to learning is speech, because that's one of the first skills that a child acquires to actually help us know that they are hearing, they are remembering, they are understanding that these are words that should be repeated. So for instance, if we have a 1-year-old, you know, anywhere between 12 months and 24 months, and they have no words at all, because by that age they should actually have about 30 to 50 words in their vocabulary, and they should be saying one-word sentences like water, take, go, come. You know, as they advance, then it becomes 2-word sentences like up NEPA, carry me, you know, so those sorts of things. And so if you find out that at 1 year they don't have any words at all, then that's a red flag. Then if you find out that at 2 years they are not able to, you know, respond to their name, you know, then that's also a red flag. So red flags actually occur, and you know, and speech is not the only one of those milestones that we look out for. We also look out to see if they, you know, have what we call object permanence, such that by around 3 years they should be able to realize that even though something is not in front of them, that thing still exists. So if you find out that they are still crying a lot, you know, by that age when you are not there, then that might be a learning challenge and a learning adjustment. But of course, I find out that right now the school system is actually very well positioned to inform parents about what the possible learning difficulties or challenges of the child might be. And I find it very interesting that your kids actually started school at 2. You waited till 2, you tried though.
Okay, so here's the thing. Let me quickly talk about that. So the reason why I waited till 2 was because I was a stay-at-home mom. So I'm a lawyer. Okay. So I was still in school. I was in law school. So and I didn't feel I was ready for them to go to school year, because I wasn't settled yet. So, and going to school will take a lot of, you know, school drop off, pick up and all of that. So I just felt, okay, let them stay at home. When they are a bit developed, when they can say maybe 1 or 2 things, then they can go to school. So that at least I know what happens in school when they come home. You tried though. Yeah, so that's it. And then, so yeah, for talking about speech delay. So for my kids, I would say my son started to speak before his sister.
Okay.
Yeah, so he started with small words like, oh, mommy, daddy, like little things. But for my daughter, she was just always no words yet. So there was a time, I think around when they were like a year plus going to 2, there was a live video you did on Instagram, and I actually joined. So I even asked the question, oh, that I'm worried my daughter is a year plus and then she's not speaking yet, and you answered me same thing you actually just said here. That was what you said. So that put my mind at rest that okay, nothing is wrong with my daughter, she's fine, she'll get there in her own time, and she did. Now anything that happens here now, she'll tell you. They will tell you, mom. So my daughter fell in school last week, and immediately I got to school, my son was already telling me, mommy, Fadila fell, she broke her hand. No. So they've gotten there, but in their own time. So I feel parents should be patient. Yeah, they should be patient. They should understand that every child is different, and then in their own time they will get there. Although it's okay for us to worry.
Yes,
as parents,
I totally agree. Which is where, you know, well baby checks come in, such that ideally a child should actually see their doctor every 6 months, and we ask questions like that. What speech milestones has your child achieved? What milestones have they not achieved for that age? And then we just pay closer attention to them if there's any sort of delay.
So it's been an insightful conversation. Do let us know if you have any questions regarding the ABCs of child development, any concerns. Please let us know in the comment section, please. Thank you.
Also, subscribe, like, share, and tell your neighbor about this.
See you guys in the next episode.
Have a good one.